Hiya folks, it's just about morning, just shy of dinner time, and I'm on my first wild camp quite a few weeks really since I had COVID. So I'm currently sat in Ashup Clough on the north side of Kinder Scout. The weather's a bit gloomy at the moment. It is forecast to brighten up. I'm taking my time because Lee's supposed to be meeting me, but he couldn't join me well a bit later on, so the way I bimble about and dawdle, it shouldn't be too long before he catches me up. The camping location we've got in mind is further up Naze on the northern side of Kinder, and we've deliberately gone for the northern side because it's supposed to be strong winds tonight from the south. I see various gusts between 30 and 40 mile an hour on the forecast I've looked at. Saying that, I am quite sheltered down here, but it's not as windy as I thought it was going to be as yet. I'll tell you what, the start of the walk in the woodlands, there was an absolute abundance of fungi, especially fly agarics, absolutely loads of them. In fact, wherever I go this year, where there's the right sort of tree for them, I'm seeing them. Never seen so many as this year. Unfortunately, despite a little bit of searching, I didn't find anything edible that could go in my bag. It's been a good year for edibles though, best I've ever known. Right, well I'm coming up to Ashup Head now and I'm right in mist. It's lowering if anything and the air's really damp. I'm going to put my waterproofs on. This is not much fun at all. Well, I finally made contact with Lee. He's at Furbrook Naze now. He must have gone straight up from where we parked. I'm just approaching the downfall and I'm going to cross the plateau there to Furbrook Naze. I wanted to have a look at Kinder Gates. I like it there. Not been for years. Been a bit of a struggle really. Been no signal or anything, so I haven't been able to keep in contact with Lee. I hope you can see this over my shoulder here. This is Kinder Gates and it's a right good spot. I really like it, and it's where the River Kinder cuts through the gritstone and the peats, forming like a chasm really. In the springtime it's right green and zesty with the vegetation. It looks almost Amazonian. So I've got to cross the plateau now. Just above my finger, that faint rocky outcrop, I think that's Furbrook Naze, and all being well, Lee will be there. I've just been to the end of Fairbrook Naze. Nice view looking to Bleaklow over there, lovely. We're pitched up and everything now, but I've not had a brew yet, so I'm going to go back and put Keckle on. I don't really say Keckle, though when I was younger I knew people who did. Used to also say Bockle of pop. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, so I'm going to walk back to the tent now, and then, like I said, I'm going to brew up for me and Lee. It's quite dark, but it's dry. There's a nice drying wind, so any of my clothes that have got a bit damp are drying off. No, it's really pleasant up here, great spot. It's nice to be in the roomy scarp again. I've not used it for a bit. I'm kind of in sort of hybrid summer winter mode. I'm obviously in the scarp, but I'm in my summer sleeping bag still. It's supposed to only drop down to about 10 degrees tonight. I have brought a lot of light spur clothes though, because I knew it was going to be a damp day today, so I can get changed in a bit. Lee's just gone to get some water. I'll just show you his tea. Look at that. Half a chicken. Half a bloody chicken for his tea. Right folks, it's nearly 5 to 7, pitch black outside now. We've both retired to the tents. It's been a really quite a pleasant evening. It's not sunny and bright or anything, but really dramatic skies, lots of changing skies. We had a glimpse of the sun. Bleaklow was sort of all lit up to the north. Just clouds racing across the skies. Quite dramatic and wild on this northern edge this evening. So I've got to make some tea, which I'm not hungry just yet, but I'll crack on with that maybe in about half an hour, and then I'm just going to chill out for a bit, put the radio on and stuff, see if there's anything on the radio. I'll come back to you later on. Well, I'll just show you this as well. Can you see here? My scarp suffered a bit of damage. I noticed it in the Owgills. When was it? In the summer. I think what had happened when I packed it away, there was part of one of the Velcro fasteners on the outer sort of chafed on the lightweight material of the inner, and it created like quite a big fray. Anyway, I've patched it up with a couple of pieces of deteriorated tape. It's absolutely fine. It's no big deal. So I'll be a bit careful maybe when I'm packing it. Something to consider that. Trying a new dehydrated meal tonight. It's called Trek and Eat, and it's chicken with curried rice. A bit cheaper than the others, I think, if I remember rightly. Well, it's edible, but it's like very gingery. It's like chewy ginger beer. Well, it's 10:30, and as you can see, it's got quite windy. I don't think it's anything major, although we've got a massive sort of blob of big black gritstone here that's offering some shelter. It's just to the south of us, so it's deflecting the wind, I think, so it might be a bit worse outside of that. I've just been in the tent really all night. Like now it's getting darker. I've just been reading, listening to podcasts, listening to radio. Not much going on really. Just before we came into the tents, Lee had a walk over to the Fir Brook, I guess, the brook, just up the moor edge from here, to get some water. And it got quite dark and gloomy, and I could hear the sound of field firs going over, and I couldn't see them, so I thought, are they in the cloud?
Anyway, they suddenly appeared above my head, and there was about 100 of them. They're the first field furs I've seen this autumn. Seen some redwings. They were the first field furs, and they flew over and then sort of like veered down as though they were going down towards the Snake Road. I don't know, maybe some rowans down there full of berries or something. Quite a sight it was. Anyway, that's about it for tonight. There's not much else to say really. It's forecast rain in the morning, so it's going to be a hasty retreat, I would imagine, and then we'll just dash down to the cars. But yeah, like I say, that's it for tonight. So I'll bid you good night, and I'll speak to you in the morning. Well, it's been another bonkers night in a tent. It's about 7:15 and the wind's howling. It's got steadily windy all night. Not had a very good night's sleep, even with the earplugs. I've just been too noisy. So it's going to be a quick tackle down this morning and get off this mower. I'll speak to you again before we get back to the car.
What a morning. I've been blown off the top of Kinder, and just as we got below Fairbrook Naze, the heavens have really opened. Oh dear, I can't wait to get back to the car, not far now. I've also found a nice, potentially good edible mushroom. It's one of two species, one's edible, one's inedible, but it's quite distinct, so I'll be able to identify it when I get it home. No, that was a rough last couple of hours in the tent. That the wind swung round to the east. I think we're really hitting the side of the tent quite hard. So yeah, long night really. Right, I'm knackered now, and I'm hot and sweaty and wet and uncomfortable, so I'll bid you farewell now. So thanks for watching, look after yourselves, and I'll see you next time.